Hey there, money savers! Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to share some effective tips and strategies on how to save money and achieve your financial goals. Let's jump right in. Financial discipline and saving money are important because they provide you with stability, security, and freedom in your financial life. By practicing financial discipline, you learn to manage your money wisely, make thoughtful decisions, and prioritize your financial goals. Saving money allows you to build a safety net for unexpected expenses, prepare for the future, and achieve your long-term aspirations. It also helps you to avoid unnecessary debt and financial stress. So here are main tips how to be more financially conscious and disciplined. Tip number 1. Track your expenses and stick to your budget. Start by analyzing your spending habits. Keep a record of every dollar you spend for a month. This will help you to identify areas where you can cut back and allocate more towards your savings. Also, categorize your expenses into different categories like food, transportation, entertainment, and so on. This helps you analyze your spending patterns and identify areas where you can cut back if necessary. Stick to your budget by exercising discipline in your spending habits. Avoid impulsive purchases and evaluate each expense against your budgeted amounts. If you exceed your budget in one category, look for ways to compensate by reducing expenses in another category. Tip number 2. Long-term planning of a budget is incredibly helpful for saving money because it provides a clear roadmap for managing your finances and achieving your financial goals. Creating a long-term budget requires a thorough examination of your income, expenses, and financial obligations. This process helps you gain a better understanding of your overall financial situation, including your income sources, regular expenses, debt obligations, and savings potential. It enables you to identify areas where you can cut costs and make more informed decisions about your spending. But what does it mean in practice to make a long-term budget planning? It means to be aware of the amount to be achieved in the long term, let's say from 5 years onwards, and intermediary steps that you need to reach the final goal. Tip number 3. Avoid debts and loans. If you already have some debts, try to eliminate them as soon as you can. When you borrow money through loans or credit cards, you typically have to pay interest on the borrowed amount. Interest charges can add up significantly over time, increasing the overall cost of the debt. By avoiding debt, you eliminate or minimize interest payments, which means more money stays in your pocket and can be directed towards savings instead. Apart from being a huge source of anxiety and stress, debts steal your freedom. Being debt-free provides a sense of financial freedom and flexibility. When you don't have monthly debt obligations, you have more control over your income and can allocate a larger portion towards savings. This financial flexibility allows you to respond better to unexpected expenses, pursue opportunities, and make choices that align with your long-term financial goals. Tip number 4. Shop smart and compare prices. Don't settle for the first option you come across. Compare prices at different stores or online. Look for sales, discounts, or bulk buying opportunities. Being a savvy shopper can save you a considerable amount of money. Therefore, avoid emotional spendings. Emotional spendings is typically driven by temporary emotions such as stress, boredom, sadness, or excitement. Every time you go shopping, your inner child will say, "I want this right now, and I want more." These emotions can lead to impulsive purchases that you may later regret. So, you have to manage how to deal with your inner child and buy rationally. By avoiding emotional spending, you give yourself the opportunity to make more thoughtful financial decisions. Tip number 5. Put off money from each income. Saving consistently is extremely important for your future financial safety. One effective strategy is to set specific saving goals. Whether it's saving for a vacation, an emergency fund, or a down payment, having a clear target can motivate you to save consistently. Additionally, make saving a priority by treating it as an expense. Set up automatic transfers from your paycheck to your savings account, treating it like any other bill you have to pay. This way you are saving before you even have a chance to spend. In other words, pay yourself first. The first thing to do when you receive your regular income is to put aside the amount that you want to dedicate for savings. Don't wait until the end of the month to know how much is left after you have been expending money. By putting money aside from the very first moment that you receive your regular income, you oblige yourself to be disciplined in your expenditures. Finally, celebrate your milestones along the way. When you reach a savings goal, reward yourself with something small or meaningful. It will keep you motivated and reinforce the habit of saving. Tip number 6. Cut down on expensive habits. Evaluate your daily habits and identify areas where you can cut back. For example, brewing your own coffee at home instead of buying it every day can save you a significant amount of money in the long run. Whether it's excessive dining out, frequent shopping sprees, or expensive hobbies, these habits can consume a significant portion of your income. All these can hinder your progress towards achieving important financial goals. Whether you want to save for a down payment on a house, start a business, travel, or retire comfortably, expensive habits divert resources away from these goals. By cutting down on these habits, you can redirect your money towards your financial aspirations and make steady progress towards achieving them. Tip number 7. Create an emergency fund. It is important to save money for a rainy day. If you face an unexpected expense, your emergency fund can help cover the costs so that you aren't forced to dip into credit and pay interest. Life is unpredictable, and emergencies can arise at any time, such as medical emergency, job loss, car repairs, or home repairs. Having an emergency fund allows you to cover these expenses without resorting to high-interest credit cards, loans, or depleting your savings earmarked for other goals. Undoubtedly, it provides peace of mind and helps you navigate through challenging situations without disrupting your long-term financial plans. Tip number 8. Keep savings in a high-yield savings account. As you work toward your financial goals, make sure to put your accumulating funds in a high-yield online savings account to maximize your money. High-yield savings accounts offer significantly higher interest rates compared to traditional savings accounts. This means that your money can grow faster over time. By keeping your savings in a high-yield account, you can maximize the return on your savings and increase your overall wealth accumulation. High-yield savings accounts are typically offered by reputable financial institutions and are subject to the same regulations and safeguards as traditional savings accounts. This ensures the safety and security of your funds. It is important to choose a high-yield savings account with a trusted financial institution. However, I would remark that putting money in a high-yield savings account should not be with the intention to leave it there for the long term, as money in a high-yield savings account will not keep pace with inflation. What does it mean? It means that inflation will typically be higher than the interest rate that you can get in any savings account, and therefore it is imperative to invest money in some assets in order to beat inflation. So, as a summary, for the short or medium term, it is okay to accumulate money in a high-yield savings account, but for the longer term, only investing will save you from the ravages of inflation. And this is a segue for the next tip. Tip number 9. Educate yourself. Take the time to learn about personal finance, investment strategies, and savings options. The more knowledge you have, the better equipped you will be to make informed decisions about your money. Attend financial workshops, read books, follow reputable financial blogs, or seek guidance from a financial advisor. Increasing your financial literacy can enhance your confidence and focus in managing your savings. The last and the main point is staying focused. Staying focused in financial savings is crucial for achieving your long-term financial goals and securing your financial future. Define specific and measurable financial goals that are meaningful to you. Whether it is saving for retirement, buying a house, paying off debt, or building an emergency fund, having clear goals gives you a sense of purpose and motivation. That's a wrap on today's video, guys. I hope these effective ways to save money will help to achieve your financial goals. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more money-saving tips. Until next time, happy saving!